Aries, my fellow fire sign, my Boston cream looking all that's so yummy. How's it going? How are you, my cutie patootie looking all that's so good? The firstborn of the zodiac, I miss you too. Aries, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay all the way through. So dear Aries, brought up the pink Lamborghini just to race in China with the ace of Wanda, real bad Trini chick, but she mixed vagina, real thick vagina, smuggled bricks vagina. I tell all my Arieses, cut the check, bust it down, turn your goofy down, pow pow. I'm gonna do splits on them. Anyways, dear Aries, let's get into your twin flame reading. This is a series reading. Now, only the selected group number of Aries people are gonna watch this reading. Why? Because this is a twin flame reading. Okay, so I got something in my eye. Oh my gosh, this is like, I get so excited when I see you. I get like so excited, Aries. Anyways, this is going to be for you and your twin flame from the end of August to September. And in this reading, we're going to see what is the main energy between your twin flame. This is somebody that you have not been able to get off of your mind. There is a very strong energetic magnetic pull between you and this person. There is different stages of a twin flame journey. I'm going to see what happened exactly in the past, the present situation, what's going on between you and them, and in the near future, any actions and any news, okay? Now, dear Aries, these are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. But you know my readings always resonate, sprinkle, sprinkle. So we're going to see deep down, okay? We're going to dissect and dive deeper into the energy between you and your twin flame. Remember that the twin flame's journey, dear Aries, is to actually awaken your soul's mission about love, divine love. This is a divine counterpart. This is somebody that you met in the past and you felt this familiar feeling. You felt that you and them are actually very much connected to one another. And it's been very confusing. It's been going through the dark night of the soul, okay, learning a lot of things about yourself. So it's been very challenging ever since you have met this person. So let's see what's going on and who is this person. Cutie patootie. Okay, so Aries, the energy between you and this person is the Six of Swords, between you and your twin flame. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords, followed by the King of Cups. Wow, a lot of kings. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like that the energy between you and this person, there was a lot of healing that's taking place. Actually, there was also this separation. There is a separation. Six of Swords is transition, okay? Transitioning on a body of water, on a boat, from the waves, from the chaos. You have been going through a chaos. I don't doubt that you know, I believe, Aries, you are a very bold, courageous, sign. We all know that, and I know that, and I acknowledge that, and I love that about you. I just feel like that this specific love relationship and this connection with your twin flame has been the one that's been the most turbulent. That's been very challenging for you to even process emotionally. There is a lot of ups and downs. There is an emotional roller coaster that's been going on, and you could be dealing with somebody, or you could be someone that is in a position of some sort of a power, like a King of Swords, King of Cups, right? I do feel like here that a lot of you seem to be pretty successful in life. Like you are really on your way, on your dreams, you know what you want. But ever since you have met your twin flame, there has been these questions that you have had on your mind about your journey, spiritual journey, and in general love life. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. Now, in the recent past, dear Aries, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Wands. So we're waiting for the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands in this deck is extremely thick. Can't wait for it. Now, in the recent past, dear Aries, there was a lot of opportunity for growth, okay? But I think here that this only grew to a certain level. Okay, I do see this connection grew to a certain level until you and this person separated. 444 on the timer. The reason why it stopped, why there was a sudden abrupt ending to this connection is because many of you triggered something within this person, within your twin flame. Your person got triggered, maybe their wounds got open, vice versa, because it's literally you split in another body, so no sign bashing, sprinkle, sprinkle, this is your twin flame. Okay, so a lot of you really open and touch some wounds that this person had from their past life, from their dysfunctional family they grew up in, from their previous effed up relationships, you know what I'm saying? So there was a separation here, and I do see here you and this person departing ways, possibly moving to different locations, states, countries, whatever, okay? We're gonna get back to this and clarify shortly. Now, in the present moment, Aries, the Five of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. By the way, you could be dealing with the Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting here Scorpio strong. Wow, Judgment Tower. Strong Scorpio energy. And possibly another fire sign, but also Capricorn or Taurus. Now, in the present moment, I do see here that there is this questions that you have in your mind about your twin flame, my beautiful Aries, if you should walk away from them, if you should not walk away, if you should let them go, or what is the best course of action when it comes to your twin flame. The Queen of Cups is here, and this is an indication of you really developing more compassion towards yourself. You're starting to really love yourself more and be very gentle. And that's something that I feel like literally, I've done, hundreds of readings for you, thousands of readings, and I feel like that what I see here, repetitive areas, is sometimes you have a hard time of giving yourself enough credit, and you have a hard time of really fully loving yourself. You know what I mean? You're a very loyal, fiercely loyal person. Sometimes you can be very harsh on yourself, and you don't give yourself enough credit for going through a lot of chaos that you have gone through already. When it comes to love and relationships, it always seems like, you just get misunderstood. People seem to misunderstand your energy and just who you are and what you really want in a relationship. In this specific scenario, I think this is somebody that's there's been a lot of baggages, and there is something here about this person you have been having a hard time of letting go, which we're going to find out more. Now, in the near future, there is a major transformation and a shift that's going to happen between you and this person. I feel like that this has to do a lot with the realization that the past has to be let go of. The Ten of Wands is about carrying the past hurdle, the past hurts, the past heavy situations that's been very exhausting. And this is the time where we need to let go of that, right? And I feel like that, you're also somebody that you have been healing a lot of generational trauma, family issues, cultural things, possibly wherever you're coming from. What you don't see coming at the bottom of it, there is a conversation between two people. Now, if this is a same-sex situation, take it as it resonates. I do see here two kings. If it's not the same sex, then it's not. Now, let's get into your reading and get some more clarity, dear Aries, and see what's happening between you and this person that you are very much attracted to. Not only attracted to, but this is deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a twin flame journey. This is a journey where, there is a crisis that happened, and this crisis has led to some sort of a spiritual awakening, asking a lot of, right questions, okay? So now the energy between you and this person is the Six of Swords, and it is clarified by the Hanged Man, the Queen of Wands, and the Death card. So for many of you, there is a major transformation that's happening, which is really, really significant. I feel like that this is a rebirth that's taking place, spiritual awakening. There is a side of the story that you're really starting to see now. There is something that you're noticing about your twin flame. I think that you're dropping the judgment. You're dropping these, resentment and anticipation or expectation from your twin, because you're really realizing that this person has been through a lot also. And one of the reasons why this person might have acted out towards your way, the things that they did, the things that they said to you, is because of, it's basically stemming from their childhood or from their past, okay? So for many of you in the present moment, there is a spiritual awakening that's taking place, and this is something that this is not over. This story is not over yet between you two, okay? I do see here with the Death card here, there is a transformation. You are the Queen of Wands, and you're really also letting go. The Hangman is also the card of a letting go energy of whatever has been holding you back. So you're doing the big part here, which is freeing yourself, right? Writing it off and just, being like, you know what? I'm not gonna force anything. I'm gonna align myself with it. Okay, so now in the recent past, the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the High Priestess. This was definitely a twin flame connection. Okay, the High Priestess and the Two of Cups indicates soul connection on a very deep level, a very strong sexual connection between you and this person as well, dear Aries. Spiritual connection, okay, something here that really could not be ignored, something here that your intuition saw. I'm sure many of you also received a lot of synchronicities. You saw a lot of signs, synchronicities when it came to this person. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands between you and this person in the recent past. Your soulmate, your twin flame soulmate. Maybe some of you are really debating if this is a soulmate or a twin flame. You know, the soulmates, you can have many in different ways, but I feel like this, I mean, the soulmate is like one. The twin flame is like one. The twin flame is one soul split living in two bodies, okay? So not everyone gets to meet their twin flame also in this lifetime, okay? But so that's why I'm saying this is a very specific message. So in the recent past, I do see here with the Justice, the Moon, and the Ace of Cups, a lot of you really wanted to give this person a chance, try to make things right with this person, with the Justice, straighten out some things, iron things out. But it seems like it did not go anywhere due to the fact that there was a lot of fear and anxiety. And this is part of this twin flame journey, because when you're on this twin flame journey, there is a lot of anxiety, resistance, chaos coming up, defensiveness coming up. Somebody who was very defensive due to the fact that maybe this person was not willing to accept certain things that they needed to change, okay? And maybe those things had to do a lot with them being committed or being honest or being open here towards you. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Six of Swords. So this is a continuation of actually with the Six of Swords as a challenge here. There is this transition and this change is still happening. It's like you're in the middle of it. You both are actually in the middle of this big shift, big change that's happening. The Tower moment that happened, you really, really did your best. You maybe gave this person another chance. You tried to really work things out with this individual, but it did not go anywhere. There was a Tower moment that took place, and the Tower moment is happening in the near future also, but it's more so, it's a lesson that I feel like hasn't been mastered and learned yet, but it is something that's going to be mastered in the near future, okay, between you and this person. So I do see here some sort of a big shift that's going to take place in the near future because of this Tower that happened in the past. It's like almost an unfinished lesson, okay, and somebody coming around, somebody really realizing what is it that they need to change and heal within themselves. So in the present moment, I do see here you are debating whether you should let go of this person completely, stop thinking about them, stop really. But there is something that's telling within you, dear Aries, that, you know, let's be compassionate towards this person. Yeah, let's be compassionate with the Queen of Cups. Let's really, really let it happen in a way that it's gonna, let's just allow the divine to unfold. You're not trying to force anything. So the Eight of Cups in the present moment is clarified by the Fool, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. I think that for many of you, you're in this energy of really, really wanting and wishing to have that one important, I'm going to say in quote unquote, last conversation. Okay, if you should have a brand new beginning on your own, you really, really want to have a conversation, because the Fool is here with the Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles. What you really want to do in the present moment, and this could be your person also, take it as it resonates, but there is a strong desire, Aries, to have a crystal clear conversation with your person. If they don't want to be with you at all, but there is this pull that you cannot really explain. Why are you feeling a certain way? And there is a conversation that has not happened yet. Okay, because a lot of you do want to have a brand new beginning. You do want to embark onto a new journey here. But I do see also the fact that you may still consider communicating with this person in regards to working things out, taking this connection to the next level, and wanting to really cooperate together. Okay, so let's talk about the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. Let's clarify the Five of Swords for you. Okay, the Five of Swords here is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I do see here for many of you in the present moment, the most important thing that you're really questioning here is, should I open up myself to this person or not? Should I really wait? Should I really move on? I feel like there has been a lot of stressful situations. One part of you with the Knight of Swords is going this way. So the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, right? One side of you is like really, really remembering the days and the moments when things did not go well between you and this person. And I think it does bring up some frustration that you just feel like you were either betrayed or maybe somebody avoided communication with you. There was this sense of separation that happened, and there has been this radio silence, and you want to really make sense of why is this happening, or why was this happening? Why are these changes taking place, or why did something all of a sudden start shifting? Is because somebody here is going through some sort of a spiritual awakening, and they're really realizing that they need to own something within themselves for it to change. They need to really acknowledge the fact that they cannot, try to bring the old role model of relationships into this connection, because the twin flame connection is something that it requires you to let go of the old patterns, the old self. You gotta shed the old self and embark onto this new journey, as a unified, loving energy that's going to be operating from a higher level of consciousness. The amount of pain and the agony that you have been going through, Aries, and the stress, this is not something that's meant to be understood on a human level. This is something that's meant to be understood, embraced, and transmuted and alchemized on a higher level of consciousness, frequency, vibration, and spirituality, okay? So this is the reason why I feel like you're constantly going back and forth. Should you really walk away? Should you really stay? Should you really, what do you do, right? Now, in the present moment, the Queen of Cups here, let's clarify the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is clarified by the Hermit, the Magician, and the Eight of Wands. The spiritual journey, the Hermit here is somebody that, like you and your twin flame, you both have been through a lot. The Hermit here is spirituality, solitude, locking in, shutting down yourself from the world, and holding the lantern. The lantern here represents the truth. It represents something that has been revealed to you about yourself and about this person, which can actually lead to something much better, right? And this is also you realizing that, you know what? It's not linear. Growth is not linear. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ups and downs in relationships. This is a type of connection that you feel like that it definitely carries the great potential for you to work things out with each other. And for many of you have been on this spiritual journey, you may say, well, I don't think that's a really spiritual journey, but the way that you have been able to really manifest things in your life, or you really have been understanding how manifestation works also, you're not trying to force anything, you're aligning yourself with it. Another thing I want to mention is, because you have been doing the work within yourself and you're still doing, I think that this is also removing the blockages for you to manifest things even faster, okay? Because the Eight of Wands, the Magician here, is like Eight of Wands action-oriented energy, and I know that you love that, and me too. And this is about you really seeing things moving into your life faster, okay? So a lot of you also are projecting positive energy, high frequency to your twin flame. That's also waking something within their soul to really understand what is it that they need to change, what is it that they need to embrace and own for them to be with you. Obviously, in the near future, there is going to be a major realization from your twin with the Judgment and the Tower. Those two represent Scorpio. Those are the Scorpio cards in tarot, because every single card in tarot is associated and affiliated with the specific zodiac sign. So the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Wands. I do see this person being part of your destiny, okay, lifelong. First of all, the Wheel of Fortune here has the 4 fixed signs on each corner: Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. So fixed signs do not like changes, okay? There has to be some sort of a catastrophic or a major shift that needs to take place in their life for them to shift it. Maybe something is happening within this person already that they're realizing they need to change. And Queen of Cups, again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. So Six of Wands, there is a desire here for this person in the near future that's going to happen, right? From the end of August to September, to really own this journey, to really enter into this journey with the mindset that, you know what, things are going to work out much better, things are going to turn out even better if they let go of the pain, if they let go of this reservation, of whatever baggages, past trauma that they have been carrying with themselves, from past relationships, past lives, generational issues, generational curse, traumas and things like that. Maybe a curse, I don't know. They need to transmute that and acknowledge and understand what is it that they need to change for them to be with you fully, for them to be able to come into union and unison with you, okay? Now, there is a major realization in the near future with the Judgment, and it is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. So in the near future, I do strongly feel like here that things are going to start moving forward. You do want to state the truth with this person. You do want to have a very clear conversation. And this conversation here has to do a lot with acknowledging that with the Nine of Wands, there has been cycles of pain. There has been cycles of multiple cycles of repeating the same things, but you know what, you're saying the truth, you are stating the truth with this person, which is going to set you free. The truth will set you free. So for many of you, dear Aries, there is a movement that's going to happen, the Chariot energy. The Chariot literally represents leaving the past behind you and moving forward, because this is an energy of like, let's go, let's do this, let's leave the past behind us and move forward and own this Tower moment. When you look at the Tower from a much deeper spiritual perspective, because you're not going to just wake up and start shuffling the cards, right? I go really deep into my readings. So there is a lightning that's actually hitting on top of the Tower, and that lightning indicates what? Frequency. Frequency has what? Frequency carries information. And when you call that frequency, when you tune into that frequency, both of you, there is an information into that quantum field that you're going to be attracted into your life and tune into that. That information carries change, metamorphosis, love, transformation, and also a rebirth. So, and I learned this from Dr. Joe Dispenza's retreats and his books. Okay, so for many of you, there is a frequency shift that's going to take place, and everything is going to work out even better than you anticipated between you and this person. Okay, so right now, you and this person are into transition with the Six of Swords. There is a lot of movement, there is a lot of background things that are happening, internal shifts taking place, major events taking place. So let's get the advice for you and your twin. What is the advice for my Ariana and their twin? Okay, so dear Aries, the message here and the advice for you and your twin flame is the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So for many of you, what I do see here, there is a major realization. There is, you can see with the Ace of Swords, like her head, him, he, doesn't matter, because I know there's a lot of, male Aries is watching me who are really hot. I just feel like that in the present moment, the advice here for you is to really accept the fact even more so and really solidify it deep in your subconscious mind that there is a consciousness shift happening. Okay, the stairs and the lighting coming out of that is your third eye is opening, your mind is opening, your heart chakra is opening. You're realizing that, you know what, even though things did not work out, even though there was a lot of disappointment, sadness, whatever didn't take place, whatever didn't happen between me and this person, you know what, I believe that I'm grounding myself. This has led me to actually ground myself even more. Because Queen of Pentacles is about groundedness, is about really resilience, and you're realizing and recognizing that, your abundance, your money, your journey is also tied up to this connection, because the more you let go of the resentment, of the pain, the more you are transmuting that, the more money and the more abundance is flowing into your life, and you're going to start feeling more free. So it's about embracing this transition that's happening right now without trying to force anything, but allowing things to unfold in a divinely way. Okay, so let's see what is the messages of love. One last message for you, dear Aries. So the messages of love for you, dear Aries, is passion. And it says, try something you have never done before. And this may sound kind of simplistic here, and it also says healing. This is definitely not simplistic. Old wounds and childhood trauma, childhood issues need revisiting, right? So for many of you, I see here, like literally as I talked earlier about this, like there's a lot of healing that's taking place. I'm very in sync with my oracle cards and my tarot cards. And passion, this is allowing you to really shift your focus onto doing something completely different, and let your twin come towards you at the pace that they're meant to come into your life and bring something new, okay? And communicate with you about them actually accepting that things need to change and embracing the change that need to take place. So dear Aries, my fellow fire sign, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. And honestly, I did not see the Ace of Wands coming up in here. That's okay. Maybe for the next time, but it's always in our mind, right? So dear Ariana, I love you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.